Picture this. A man sits at a table, a spoon resting before him. With a focused gaze, he wills the spoon to bend, and it does, curling like a piece of taffy without a single touch. This is not a scene from a science fiction movie or a magic show, but a glimpse into the intriguing world of psychokinesis and telekinesis, concepts that have fascinated humanity for centuries. Psychokinesis, often abbreviated as PK, is the alleged ability to manipulate or control physical objects or events without any physical interaction. It's the stuff of comic books and superhero movies, where characters move objects, bend metal, or even manipulate the elements with a mere thought. Telekinesis, on the other hand, is a subset of psychokinesis. While the terms are often used interchangeably, there's a slight difference. Telekinesis specifically refers to the movement of objects using the mind, without any physical intervention. It's the classic image of a person levitating a book or bending a spoon, purely through mental concentration. These concepts are not just limited to fantasy or science fiction. They have been the subject of serious study and debate in the fields of parapsychology and cognitive science. They've been part of our collective consciousness, finding place in our myths, legends, and cultural narratives. They've been explored in books, films, and TV shows, sparking our imaginations and making us wonder about the untapped potentials of the human mind. But how much of this is real? Can the human mind truly influence matter? Or are these phenomena simply the product of wishful thinking, optical illusions, or even outright fraud? These are questions that have intrigued researchers, skeptics, and believers alike, leading to a rich and complex history of investigation and debate. This, dear viewer, is the fascinating world of psychokinesis and telekinesis, the alleged ability to influence matter with the mind. So, where did the concept of psychokinesis originate? This question takes us on an intriguing journey back in time, to the dawn of spiritualism and parapsychology. The term psychokinesis, coined in the mid-20th century, literally translates to mind movement. It's the purported ability to influence the physical world using only the mind. Its roots, however, stretch back much further. The concept of moving objects with the mind has been a part of human folklore and spiritual belief systems for centuries. In the Victorian era, spiritualism gained popularity, and with it came the public's fascination with phenomena like table turning and automatic writing, believed to be the work of spirits, but also considered by some as potential demonstrations of psychokinesis. The scientific study of psychokinesis began in earnest with the establishment of parapsychology. J.B. Rhine, a botanist turned parapsychologist, was one of the first to attempt empirical study of psychokinesis in the 1930s. His work at Duke University, using dice-throwing experiments to test for psychokinetic influence, ignited a spark of interest in the scientific community. In the 1970s, the focus shifted towards micropsychokinesis, the influence over minute statistical processes. This was largely due to physicist Helmut Schmidt's experiments with quantum-based random number generators. Moving into the 21st century, we've seen a proliferation of research exploring the connection between mind and matter, ranging from the field of quantum physics to the study of meditative states. Personalities like Uri Geller, who claimed to bend spoons with his mind, have brought psychokinesis into popular culture, making it a topic of household conversation. Psychokinesis, once a topic of seances and spiritualists, has found its way into the laboratories of curious scientists. Now, it's not just about bending spoons or moving tables. It's about unlocking the potential of the human mind and understanding the enigmatic relationship between consciousness and physical reality. But what does science have to say about psychokinesis? Well, it's a mixed bag. On one hand, there have been numerous experiments that seem to suggest the existence of psychokinetic abilities. For instance, the Princeton Engineering Anomalies Research Lab conducted a series of studies over a span of 3 decades, finding small but statistically significant effects on random event generators using human intention. On the other side of the spectrum, there are scientists who dispute the validity of these experiments, citing methodological flaws and lack of replication. Skeptics argue that the observed effects could be due to factors other than psychokinesis, such as experimenter bias or statistical anomalies. The challenges in studying psychokinesis are immense. For one, the alleged abilities are often inconsistent and hard to control, making them difficult to measure in a laboratory setting. Furthermore, because psychokinesis defies the known laws of physics, it is often dismissed outright by mainstream science. However, the field of quantum physics may offer some insights. Some theories propose that consciousness could influence the outcome of quantum events, a concept that resonates with the idea of mind over matter. But these theories are highly speculative and far from being accepted by the scientific community. Moreover, rigorous methodology is crucial in this field. Experiments must be designed to rule out other explanations, and the results must be replicable by independent researchers. So far, the evidence for psychokinesis has not met these stringent criteria. Despite these challenges, the study of psychokinesis continues to attract interest. While we may not have definitive proof, the tantalizing hints of a connection between mind and matter have led to ongoing research in parapsychology, cognitive neuroscience, and quantum physics. While the scientific jury is still out, the intriguing results of these studies certainly stir the curiosity. Now let's shift our focus to telekinesis. Telekinesis, in the simplest of terms, is the ability to move objects using nothing but the power of the mind, without any physical contact. This concept has been a part of our cultural consciousness for centuries, finding its roots in ancient mythology, where gods and demigods were often depicted manipulating the physical world with their divine thoughts. It was further popularized in the modern era by stage magicians and Hollywood films, where it was shown as an extraordinary ability possessed by a chosen few. But, is there any truth to these tales of mind over matter? Well, the answer is not as clear-cut as one might think. Anecdotal reports of telekinetic abilities abound, with individuals claiming to have moved everything from matchsticks to furniture using just their minds. However, these accounts often lack the rigorous documentation and objective observation necessary to be considered valid scientific evidence. In the realm of controlled experiments, the situation is equally complex. Some studies have reported statistically significant results, suggesting the presence of telekinetic abilities. For instance, experiments involving random number generators have shown deviations from chance that some researchers attribute to the influence of the human mind. However, these studies are often criticized for their methodological flaws and the difficulty in replicating their results consistently. The scientific community remains divided, with skeptics pointing out that extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Despite these challenges, research into telekinesis continues, driven by the tantalizing possibility that our minds may indeed have the power to influence the physical world in ways we are yet to fully comprehend. The world of telekinesis is shrouded in mystery, with anecdotal tales and experimental evidence leaving us with more questions than answers. As we reach the end of our exploration, let's summarize what we've learned about psychokinesis and telekinesis. Psychokinesis, the ability to influence matter with the mind without physical contact, has been a topic of fascination throughout history, from early psychical researchers to modern-day scientists. Telekinesis, on the other hand, is the ability to move objects with the mind, a concept deeply ingrained in our mythology and popular culture. While the scientific evidence for these phenomena is intriguing, it is also fraught with challenges and limitations. Replication, rigorous methodology, and objective observation are key to advancing our understanding in these areas. The potential mechanisms of these phenomena, such as psychokinetic fields, altered brain states, and quantum entanglement, offer tantalizing glimpses into the intricate interplay between consciousness, intention, and the physical world. In the end, whether fact or fiction, the phenomena of psychokinesis and telekinesis challenge us to expand our understanding of the mind's potential and the nature of reality itself.